Good morning, magandang umaga, and welcome to today's episode of My PI Dream. Today is Sunday, and it is build day 196 on the construction schedule out of FELIZ. And we are on a Sunday schedule, and we are working today from here on out. And I said good morning, magandang umaga, but not such a good morning for me this morning. I woke up this morning and I was about to make my coffee, and I went to the kitchen sink to turn on the water from the spigot, or the water bib as they call it over here. And as I turned the valve, the entire water bib fell right out of the wall into the pipe that it's connected to. It broke off. They use very cheap parts over here when they build some of the construction. That's why we use stainless steel on all of our construction in the Villa FELIZ. But this is one of those chrome-plated brass type of pipes or something like that, and they break very easily, and it did break very easily. So did you ever see the picture of the little Dutch boy who's got his finger inside the crack inside the dam? Well, that was me this morning, and I had water shooting out all over the place. You would think we normally don't even have water this time of the morning sometimes, and we had water this morning, and I had water all over my kitchen. So what I did was I rushed out to the valve out in the street where the water comes in, the regulator, and I turned the water off, went back in, cleaned up the mess, and I notified my landlord we have a broken water bib. So they're supposed to have a plumber come out, and I've been sitting here waiting and waiting and waiting. Well, I have to go into work, so they can call me up when the plumber comes in, or they have the key also to the house. They can escort and watch them do the repair inside, but I need to get out to Villa FELIZ. So anyway, other than that, it's a cloudy morning. It's very nice and cool here. My house helper came. We got all the laundry done here. So those are good points for today. Let's focus, accentuate on the positive, and we'll get the pipe thing fixed later. So anyway, let's get today started. So without further delay, let's get today's video underway. Hi. Hi, girls. How are you today?
We're fine.
Are you playing basketball? Can you get the basketball in that hoop? Let me see you try to get it up. All right. Go. Hi, buddy. Hi, Mark. Whoa, that was so close. Good morning, Mark. Morning, Mark. How are you today? Oh, what is that in your hair? Hi guys, I have to go into work. I'll see you later. Soapy. So anyway, here's the engineer. Here's the plumber. And the engineer, he was here when I started walking by. So we're going to try to get the kitchen sink fixed before we go out to Villa FELIZ. Okay, so we don't have any spare parts here, and I guess he'll go to the store another time. So what they're going to do, they're going to pull my brass water bib from outside, and they're going to move that into here, and then they're going to plug the one off outside, and then later on they will put a new one on the outside. And that's the way to do things over here. That's my new kitchen water bib. Or not.
Temporary.
Temporary, okay.
Tomorrow.
Alright, now to turn the water back on and to test for leaks. Okay, good.
It's okay, Mr. James?
Yep, it's good for right now, but tomorrow he'll get the one with the extension, right? Okay. So anyway, this is just temporary, meaning because all the water will just go on the counter here, but I can at least I have water at the sink right now. And tomorrow they're going to get a stainless steel. I requested a stainless steel over the brass with the chrome plating on the outside because they break. They're very cheap and they break very easily. So they'll get the stainless steel. I said if it costs more than the normal one, I said I'll pay the difference. But they said no, they'll handle it. So that's great. They're going to handle that. And thank goodness. Thank you, Jack Daniels. You saved the day. You kept me from flooding inside of the apartment. That's what I used inside the wall to plug it up. Well, let's get out to the job site.
Hi, good morning.
You have a house full.
Yeah.
Good morning.
That's my new baby.
That's your new baby. Oh, you're so, yeah, I see you're much skinnier now.
Yes.
Ah. Look at you, her eyes are so big.
Yeah.
You see how big her eyes? It's just like, no, it's just like my youngest granddaughter. My youngest, her name is Madeline, and she has the same big eyes just like that.
Really?
Yeah. And my wife says, because she gets them from me, because you know sometimes I go,
Yeah.
I get the big eyes.
Yeah.
Oh, she's beautiful. Oh, beautiful. All right, I'm gonna go into work. I'll see you later. Bye, sweetie. Bye. So if you look up here and you see the pipe, that is the PPR pipe that is the incoming and the outgoing water for the solar hot water heater, and the Neltex orange pipe there is going to provide us with power. And you're probably saying, oh, but it's a solar hot water heater, why do you need power? Well, it's a hybrid solar hot water heater. So in the event you have a day like today, and you have lots of overcast, or you have a rainy day or something like that, the power that goes into it actually has a thermostat. When it goes below a certain temperature, it has an element inside, and it will bring it up to the appropriate temperature that we need for hot water inside the house. Hopefully it won't be too many of those days, because there's so many days of sunshine here in the Philippines. But it's nice to have that as a backup solution. So as you can see, we're removing some of the bunkhouse because we need room to start putting up the fence on the front of the house. We got the fence on east side, the west side, and the north side. And this is the south side, which is the front of the house. They need to start doing that because that's where the construction of the driveway fence, the driveway gate, and the people gate is going to be. So that'll be exciting once they start working on that as well. The rest of the yard, you saw we did the major grading with the backhoe and the loader. The backhoe digger is still here. I think it will leave tomorrow, but they're not going to be using it anymore for the yard. All the rest of the grading is going to be done by hand. So now we're doing the staking out of the fence line for the driveway gate and the walkway gate. So I'll show you a diagram of what the what's called. It's an AR 901, I believe is the drawing number, and I'll show you what it's going to look like. When my builder was starting to put all the markers down, he was putting it just like the half-meter setback straight with the street. But the design, I like the design that we originally went with, and we have a easier access where instead of it being straight with the driveway here, it's more perpendicular to the house, or you can call it parallel to the house on this side, this way. And this it is a little bit deeper in this section and a half-meter offset there, and this is about 1.5 meters in. So when you open the gates up, the angle of the vehicle is actually closer to the angle of the drive going to the driveway, and it'll prevent things like from bumping the gate on the side of the vehicle as you're going in. And if we do an automated gate, if we do it, it will give us a little bit more to the left on this side than if it were parallel and directly the same amount as the sidewalk here. And it would be more like this. We want to go more like this right here. So that correction, good thing I was here for that too. Until this dirt starts hardening a little bit and gets a little drier, it's kind of a mess to try to get over to the house from Baje Cubo to there. And this is all muddy right here. The dogs do fine through it, but not me so much. So I'm going to go to the front of the house. We're going to do a quick walkthrough. It's about 4:15 right now, and I want to leave a little bit early today. I know I got in here really late, but that was because of the plumbing this morning. So I want to give myself just a little bit more time to get myself back to the apartment, maybe grab something to eat, and also I can start editing this video tonight so I can get it out on time. Let's walk real quick. I'm going to have to go to the front of the house, and let's go ahead and take a look. Just a couple of things I got done. Not a lot got done today. It seems to be a very relaxed mode today. I counted earlier, and I think we have 9 or 10. I can't remember what I counted of the folks working today. When our normal count is about 15 when we have a full crew. It's sort of an abbreviated crew. I have a feeling it's going to stay abbreviated for most of the build as we start going out. We surely could use some additional people doing some of the digging because we got a lot of soil that needs to get moved. You saw they did the digging for the trenches inside the driveway, and we need to move that out of there because what's happening is starting to get populated with garbage again. And we just cleaned the site, and I was so happy to see a clean site, but everything's starting to get all nasty, and you can see over here, that's what I'm talking about. I want to get all of this soil that's been, because that has to go anyway, because we'll take that and we'll spread it out like in the front yard and spread in the back, and we'll do some grading also. But you can see we're starting to dig the holes for the footers, and then for the fence post is going to be for the front yard. So that will probably take maybe 1 or 2 days for that to happen. And I will say by the end of the week, we'll have everything set up here. We won't have the gate here, either of the gates, because those are going to have to be fabricated. But it'll look sort of like here around the edge here, and from the gate, the pedestrian gate, the walkway gate, to that side over there. So let's go ahead and take a walk real quick inside the house, see some of the other things that got done today. As you can see, we got some skim coat going on, and we got some patching going on for the plaster board that was installed for the lighting and for the ceilings inside some of the rooms. That was the main focus of a lot of what went on today. We have a little bit of some tin works being done. There's prepping all the tin works for the specialty lighting that they did the assembly down in the basement, and they'll be moving it up to that section up there. And you see the little mini roof that goes over the stairway for where the door entrance is going into the basement. That got poured today, and hopefully we got a good slope on that, and we have the water that won't sit up in the corner. I'm sure we got a good slope on there. And down here in the basement, you can see now it's becoming a storage area even for the cement mix that we have here, because we don't have a lot of the bunkhouse. It's being disassembled out there for the fence, so we're moving all of our supplies down inside of here. So you didn't see it, but today I was in here and I was trying to scrape off some of the excess grout that was on to see what and it is a challenge. I worked on this area right here. It looked kind of like this to begin with, the thick amount of grout that's up here that still needs to be cleaned up. And I worked on from these tiles right here, and you can see it's much thinner. It looks much better now inside here, but it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work trying to get and any of the that excess grout that didn't get wiped off on the tile itself. So I worked on all of these areas. So we're gonna have to do a lot of it up here, because you can see all this still has all the grout inside there. These have to be thinned out as well, in areas like that. So it's a lot of elbow grease, but it will get done. It'll get done. And what they're installing there is the pipe that's going to use for the exhaust fan that goes over the stovetop that goes on the island in the kitchen. And that got done really quick. So anyway, I'm going to close for today. Tomorrow is going to be Monday, and Monday is going to be build day 197. It's build date 197 here on the construction schedule out of FELIZ. More fun. I think the stainless steel folks should be out here and finishing up everything they need to do tomorrow. And I'm going to try to crawl up there and do an inspection. I want to look to make sure everything is sealed properly and it all looks good for our gutter system. And then on Tuesday, remember Tuesday, we take delivery of the roofing tiles. And we will actually start doing the roofing tiles that same day. So that's going to be an exciting day for me here as well. So, and I hope tomorrow we get rid of all the dirt, all that garbage there, and we start putting gravel down, doing the drainage pipes. Important stuff. I was hoping they get that done as soon as possible. That's a priority. Remember the roof and the drainage, big priorities for me. So we'll see where that goes tomorrow. So anyway, before I take off today, I want to do a couple shout outs, because I didn't do any shout outs today. And today we're going to do a little twist on one of the birthdays. And the birthday is because it is a real birthday shout out, and it's going to Carl and Diana Wilkinson, and they live in Belgium, and they just had a little girl, and their little girl's name is Yasmin. So happy birthday, Yasmin. And I have another birthday shout out, and the birthday shout out goes to Miguel, one of our subscribers. They have their own channel, and it's Cultivating Organic by Joe and Mig, and Miguel's birthday is tomorrow on the 9th. So happy birthday, Miguel. And also we have a birthday shout out to Brian Hartwell's daughter. Her name is Ayla, and she is turning 8 years old tomorrow on the 9th. Happy birthday, Ayla. And as always, I always like to recognize our proud men and women of the armed forces. And it doesn't matter what's the armed forces of the U.S., my home country, or the Philippines, or wherever you are. If you're defending your country and you're giving and making a sacrifice for your homeland and your freedom, I salute you. So anyway, I have one today for... So anyway, I have a shout out for... today for Jonathan Balderrama, and he is with the U.S. Army. I don't know where you're sitting, where your office is, but I hope you're in a safe and sound place. So anyway, happy birthday. That being said, I want to give a shout out to Jonathan Balderrama. He's with the U.S. Army, and he sent this photo right here. That being said, I want to give a warm shout out to Jonathan Balderrama of the U.S. Army. Here's a picture of him sitting at his desk. But wherever you are, I hope that you're safe, and we thank you for your service. So anyway, let me close for today. Today is Sunday, and tomorrow is going to be Monday, and it's going to be build day 197 out here on the construction schedule out at Villa FELIZ. And Monday, we're going to finish up on that stainless steel, the very last bit of that. And it's all going to be in preparation for Tuesday, which is when we take delivery of those roofing tiles in the morning. And then I believe Tuesday we will be installing roofing tiles on Villa FELIZ. That will be an exciting day. So even though it was a short day today, it was a relatively productive day, and it was a relaxing day also, because everybody, it was in kind of a Sunday but working mode here, and that's okay, because everybody needs to relax every now and then, but not every day. So anyway, if you enjoyed today's video, please give me a thumbs up, please share, and if you have not subscribed, just click on the little My PI Dream heart in the bottom right hand side of your screen, and you will be subscribed and you'll be notified the next time I upload a new video. So until tomorrow, you have a wonderful and blessed Sunday.